that they understand that this money being appropriated is meant to ensure prudent procurement, appropriate remuneration, and ratio payment to our men and women in uniform who are taking all the risk so that Nigeria may be safer. They need to be assisted to move away from the not too happy past where our men, evil government, I listened to a former president saying that he had a report that suggests that insurgents were better equipped than Nigerian army. That should not be the case. And this is not something we need to lament away. We need to deal with it squarely by ensuring that through our appropriate committees that deal with various arms of the Ministry of Defense, that our men and women are not only better trained, they should be seen to be better armed, not with AK-47 with limited ammunition. I think that is where the devil lies. And under your leadership, we should have the courage to open up and ensure that proper procurement is done and Nigeria gets value for money. Education is also job-led, because we live in a world increasingly that, I think there's unanimity that we live in a world that is knowledge-based and knowledge-driven. And the way to acquire it is through proper education, appropriate education. And I think this budget reflects that sentiment. I also see that there's a sufficient attention to healthcare, because no matter what we say, only those who are healthy will be able to work. And we can't overemphasize the importance of healthcare, and therefore the allocation to healthcare, I think, is also, for me, very important. But we need to use this floor, Mr. President. When we hear the figures allocated to debt servicing, most Nigerians will understandably wonder, why are we spending so much money to service debt? I think it's important that on this floor, we remind our countrymen and women that these debts have been incurred over the years. And some of them were incurred with many years of moratorium. And they have now fallen due for repayment under this government. And this government, because government is a continuum, has responsibility to appropriate whatever is required to maintain the image of the country so that we remain a nation that respects its debt obligations to various creditors. We can go on and on and on. I think the president was frank to admit that things can be better, but obviously, huge progress has been made. Only those who know where we are coming from will appreciate where we are, and that this new budget will take us to the next level. Mr. President, I pray that under your leadership, this House will be vigilant, not only in doing all we have to do at the level of appropriation committees, but that when it is finally passed, we should be seen to pay every attention to ensure transparency so that the intention of the president is realized. We have to assist the president to ensure that Nigeria get value for money. Thank you, Mr. President, for your patience.
Thank you. Distinguished Senator